everybody. Welcome back to Hop Metal Show's Hop.
Strength.
We're returning to
Dir En Grey.
Yep. There are people out there love their Dir En Grey, and
We don't
I like
hate it. We don't hate it.
I've enjoyed it. I've
I've
definitely.
liked it. Yes, definitely. Even though we can't understand the lyrics, we need some closed captioning, which I don't even know if this one that we're getting ready to do. I don't think it has closed captioning,
Yeah.
so we're not going to understand a word. But
We was told the last time I read bits and pieces and didn't really understand it, and
Yeah.
they said the whole album was a concept,
concept
album.
album. Yes.
That if we heard the whole thing, we
Might
might
make
understand
more,
it
yeah.
more, but I don't know. This one goes out to Nightlight. Sorry on the second one. Lavero,
You can't even read your own handwriting.
Seghart. I'm trying. And Janine S. and he's from the Netherlands. They requested,
It might be a she if it's a Janine.
yeah, or that they're from the
And
Netherlands.
they. Well, let's just go they.
They want to hear Uroko by Dir En Grey.
Uroko.
And we
Say
looked at it,
Uroko.
this one's coming in at 4 minutes.
Very short.
Yeah. Our last video was 20 minutes long.
Yeah, but the video was 16 minutes. That's all right.
But
We
yeah.
enjoyed it.
And
We
people
liked it.
watched the whole thing.
Exactly.
That was awesome.
We didn't lose them.
And they still commented like crazy. And I
But
noticed,
I think all of the fans that watched it all the way through were all the Japanese fans that actually suggested the video, and I think our American friends lost out on it. But I hope that more American friends listen to it. But
yeah, because you're missing out. It's
it was very good.
and I hit 1,000 day. So we got
There you go.
1,000 views. So
Still not up with Bandmade. Have they
Yeah.
hit 4,000 yet?
yeah, they're over 4. I think they're approaching 5. But you know, some of our American bands are really struggling. But King Diamond, man, he's got 500 views, and it's like the King Diamond. You know,
People
who
like
ever
the King
thought?
Diamond. See, I think it's more you get those diverse groups that they really are big fans of that band.
Well, it's like
and
you
that's
said
the
in the
ones that are
video.
just pouncing on it.
You had that one boy that rode your bus.
Mhm.
He was all
Yeah.
about King
Yeah,
Diamond.
he was all about King Diamond. I mean, he had all kinds of patches on his coat, but that's the one that stands out.
And
To
Jerry
this day,
Lambert.
that's the only one I remember that was on his coat. I think he had Metallica and other bands on there.
Oh, I'm sure.
But the King Diamond and Merciful Fate was like the two that stood out the most to me.
And Jerry Lambert, he watches these all the time. He's been big King Diamond fan. Randy Hartman, big King Diamond fan. They're out there. And evidently 500 views, there's more of them out there than I thought.
But we appreciate it.
Yep.
We love it.
Yep, keep commenting. And
Thank
somebody was actually, I don't know if you'd read the comment, explained what the whole song was about, and
I
maybe
think
even the album.
I think I did read over that comment.
So, you know, even that stuff's useful because some of the stuff we don't have any
There's a
idea.
lot of these, I mean, that are new to us, and it was bands that we don't really listen to or hadn't had a lot of exposure to, I should say that. Especially like a lot of these Japanese bands that were like seriously new to that. And so it's good to get, people's input on the background of them and other songs to check out. And so it definitely helps us out. And as we all know, we don't research, so it helps us out.
Well, and that's what gives y'all something to do. And it
Yeah.
seems like y'all enjoy,
We're working together.
you enjoy giving us all this knowledge because you load it up and we appreciate it. You want to go ahead and let this one roll?
We'll let it roll. Let's
Put
button
an
up
old
here.
trusty earbud, get that sucker dialed in. Here we go.
Draggy. Here we go.
This one's a little different. Do you now know why the dude knows his voice at all times? What a change. How cool.
definitely obvious change from the other two songs we've heard. But as some of the commenters were saying, that was pretty much the tip of the iceberg of what they can do. And,
They're very broad.
very diverse in their musical styles.
Video's kind of hard.
It's kind of very Manson-esque. It's got
Yeah.
just all kind of visual things to.
Or Nikki Sixx photography. His photography's kind of odd too. But it's got like a mermaid and a lady from amputee.
Spit rolling out of his mouth.
T. Like typical musicianships, no slouch.
One point.
Oh, he's the one that's got like an 8-string guitar or something like that. And then you get the chick on the table.
Got the old John Depp mustache thing going on.
Yeah, and hat. Pearls. Spit out pearls.
Wow.
That was awesome.
I don't know what to. That was very different than what we've heard in the past. I'm not sure what I take of the video because I don't know what the song is about, so I don't know if that pertained to what we see in the video or not. But it was very visually stimulating anyway.
Yeah.
There was lots of going on there. It's very, like I said, Manson-esque and what he has. Just a lot of visual stimulation things going on there.
What did you think of the vocals?
Definitely a big change from what we heard on the other two songs. I'm not sure I'm in love with the vocals on this song, but musically I liked what I heard. I want that backup, the female backup
Yeah.
vocal thing. I wasn't as much on that.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you.
It
Was
just-
that her? Was that girls, or was that him?
I'm assuming it was a female backup singer. I don't know. Could be wrong. But I'm not sure. I don't know that I thought it fit the song. It did at points, but then other points I was like, I could have done away with that, and I think it would have been just as good. But yeah, musically, I enjoyed it.
I
Vocal
think-
wise, I'm not sure. It's definitely a big change from what we heard on the other two songs. And I don't mind a growly vocal, on some stuff, but I don't know. I just don't know that I liked that on this song anyway.
I think I don't know if I liked it because I have such a short attention span.
Well, and that's
But,
not
I mean,
your style of vocals either. I mean, you don't typically listen to that kind of stuff, where I listen to a lot more of that kind of, not a lot, but I listen to more than what you listen to.
But the riffs and stuff was
Oh yeah,
catchy.
musically
It's
it's top notch.
I think that's what kept me interested, even though it's a little bit more growly than I like.
And then I think also it doesn't. I mean, I know, and a lot of the like death metal stuff, it's harder to understand some of it because of the growliness. You can't always understand exactly what they're saying. But this, being it's sung in Japanese, it's even more difficult for us to understand what they're saying, and
Yeah.
it's just a growl to us. We don't really,
And-
have a clue what he's saying. So
I mean, and the song, the video probably fits the song,
It
but
probably
you
does,
know, we
yeah.
don't even know, you know, we don't speak Japanese, so well, I don't anyway. I don't know if
Yeah,
String's
I'm-
been warming, brushing up to the
I haven't been
Japanese.
practicing my Japanese. I think they said that's one of the most difficult languages to learn.
Shoot, I can't even speak English very well, so I don't even know if I should even attempt another language.
But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the song. And I don't know, maybe if I knew what he was saying, and maybe it would change maybe the vocal part of it would make a difference. I don't know.
Why, maybe explain why he's up all
Yeah,
around.
I mean, it's obviously, I like the changes in it. It was like, very, aggressive at points and then more, soothing at other times. I like that change, and I don't like, melatonin type of, I mean, you can still have changes in it, but some songs are just kind of flat. They don't feel like they go anywhere. This one is definitely just
Yeah.
like a story in itself, but I don't know.
Even for 4 minutes, it was
Yeah,
still,
it was. I mean,
you know,
they
coming in there strong.
with what we've seen in the other two longer songs that they've got, and how like just all over the place that they're at,
Very
and
complex.
very like you said, complex. They keep it still even in a shorter song, and they've still got that,
Yeah.
and then they hold that still to that.
I don't know. We haven't rated. We've actually, this is our third one for tonight. I think usually these are not my cup of tea on vocals, but I think I'm gonna give it a thumbs up.
Well, I'm doing the video. I mean, it was, I don't know. Usually we do say yay on one and one for the video, one for
Wow.
the song, but I'm gonna give it a thumbs up because I do like the song. I would give it, if I had to, if we were going out of a 5 or a 10, it would definitely be up to the higher mark. But the vocals, like I said, is what kind of pulled it away from me on this one. But still a good song.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna give them a negative anything, because I know,
I understand
Of what
why
they're-
people enjoy them. I mean,
and I can understand why you said, like he said, or somebody was telling me that he had
Oh,
to cancel
yeah.
some shows because he blew his voice
Yeah.
out. It's very easy to see
but
why.
what's cool is if he's blowing his voice out, that means these guys are bringing it live.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
they're
if they're
putting
playing
their
long,
heart and
especially on these
soul.
long songs, well, this one obviously was not, but on some of the longer ones, if they're doing that and they're doing like a 2-hour show, if he's singing like that the whole time, that is not good. So,
But we go to a lot of shows ourselves, and String probably feels the same way I do. The guys that are bringing it 100% every time, that's why they're still around. That's why they're around multiple years.
yeah, that's why like a lot of the bands we grew up listening to that we
Yeah.
seeing 20, 30 years later, that's why they're still there, is because
Yeah.
they've kept their voices
So,
as well as they can. I mean, sometimes age comes
Yeah.
to us and we can't quite. I mean, we've seen that too, where some bands just don't have it anymore, and they know, and they'll admit it and say, we
But
just don't have it anymore. So I'm gonna do the best I can, but I'm not gonna give you the 100% like I could have, 20 or 15, 20 years ago.
But then, Sonny Pooney, I was listening to a podcast, imagine that. But he was actually, Sonny Pooney was actually talking about The Circle is what got it all started. He was talking about Sammy Hagar. He went and seen him, I guess, here last week, and was talking about how good Sammy sounded live. And he said, he's the fine example of like him, Mick Jagger, Alice Cooper. I mean, them guys are in their 70s and they're still bringing it, man.
And it's just, I mean, a lot of that kind of music is.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing
Well,
like
yeah,
that.
and that's the thing. Like you're talking, Sammy, he's not ever. I mean, he can get up there on the high notes and stuff, but he's kept himself on a line where he
Yeah.
knows what he can do and what he can, and he's not trying to push himself. Whereas when you get into the heavier stuff, you're putting your vocal cords to
Yeah.
very difficult, notes and stuff, and when you're growling especially. And I mean, if you don't do it right, you're not gonna. That's not a business that you're gonna be doing this, 20, 30 years later. It's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. So
I was speaking of that. I know I didn't mention we was gonna say something. This might be good as time as any to talk about vocals. I guess I don't even know how to even explain. We got Dave Mustaine.
Oh, yeah, we just found out yesterday that Dave got mouth cancer. So he seems to be pretty confident in his medical team and what they're doing.
90%, 85 to 90%.
Yeah, something like that of curable success rate. So hats off to him, and hopefully
all the
he'll
metal
bounce
work.
back from all this. And I mean, he's been laid down a couple times before and pulled through, and we've gotten him back full force. And so hopefully this will be another case of that, and we'll get the old Dave back, and it won't slow him down then.
So everybody keep Dave in thoughts. Big person in the metal world.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Megadeth's huge, and Dave was a huge part of Metallica too. So anyway, Metallica's starting. Okay, anything else you want to say?
Can't think of anything else other than keep the comments coming, keep the bells ringing to make sure you
Tell
keep
your
up with us,
friends.
and let your friends know. And
More Dir En Grey coming your way.
we'll do some more Dir En Grey. We got some more Bandmade in store.
And we actually-
probably some Manson. We'll probably do another one of those tonight, but
Yeah, we got some stuff.
we still gotta fill the spots here. We got the list out, so we're gonna scratch them off one by one, but we're getting through them. So
We're even gonna do. I think he's heard them, but we're gonna do a sample on some baby. Is it baby metal?
Baby metal? Oh, I've heard a little bit of baby metal.
So this is all new to me.
So I'm not a fan of what I've heard so far, but I promised some listeners and on the old YouTube here that I would give them another chance, and I'm going to hold to my promise, and we're going to make it happen.
So everybody, be tuned
I'm going
in.
to try
We
to
got some,
have my open mind.
got some baby metal coming y'all's way.
So anyway.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up. Y'all be good. Peace.